sequential. Philosophies unidentical. I'm not into you. My Siamese brother Benjamin. That's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs. I call them Vivica. Skating underneath.
Today, it's the National Football League. It's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about it being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Quickly to the air is Burrow. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense. But this one, a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll very wisely taken knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here taken in by Ingram. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
For Sutton, the receiving numbers from last week's game. 8 catches, 108 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 31. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Wilson to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Up the middle, it's Williams. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and put...
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Justin Jefferson, 78 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Wilson, Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first. Throwing is Wilson. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Evan Ingram from 10 yards out. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. The Bengals at 4-5, a game under 500. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
11 MT.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Burrow flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Play action. It's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Tony Pollard, a 5-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, Cardinal?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance to stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Wilson finds his tight end Ingram, and he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. The 3rd down conversion successful, a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Wilson. It's caught by Aguilar. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Wilson. Out route complete to Dulcich. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Wilson finding his big receiver Patrick over the middle. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zones, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, they're the touchdown. Javonte Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is down to a field goal. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was Javonte Williams who capped it all off with a touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here we go. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records, yeah. Used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot go without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, kept on my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes.